Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, Jeff Trenopole. And as always, I'm bringing you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio, home of Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. Yes, I had the new Joe Burrow jersey. Early Christmas present. It's awesome looking. I love it. Do me a favor, found the show. Hit that thumbs up, smash that thumbs up, hit the like and subscribe button. I am up to 713 subscribers. That is awesome. I'm trying to get it rolling, trying to get to 1,000 subscribers as fast as I can. That would be great. We're 713 now. Let's roll. Keep on going to get to 800, to 900, and just keep on going from there. So tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell everybody about sports with Strawberry Ice. Now this show and every show is brought to you by T Properties. T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out their website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. Okay, I think I found a video of yesterday's show or yesterday's game that kind of pretty much wraps the whole season up into one nice, tight little ball here. And it's our favorite player, Bobby Hart. I'm going to let you guys check it out and see what you think.
But they just had on the sideline, and they turned it, but they just had on the sideline.
Where is he going? What is he doing? It's ridiculous. I'm going to bring my boy in, Jeremy Dean. Jeremy, what's up, man? What is Bobby Hart doing, brother? What is he doing?
Bro, I couldn't see it. Everything's black on my end.
Everything's black on your end?
Yeah, it just went completely black as soon as you said you were going to start that video. Like, I can't even get. I guess I can X out of it.
Can you see now?
No.
All right, get out and get back on then, I guess.
Yeah, let me get back on. Hold on.
All right. Live TV, people. Live TV. This is what happens. So anyway, the video, I'll play it again for everybody who hadn't seen it yet, but this is the video again. I don't know what Bobby Hart is doing. He forgot he was on the right tackle. Thought he was playing left tackle. I don't know. Where's he going? It's terrible. Where is he going? I gotta play it again. He completely steps the wrong way. Like, hey, there's the quarterback. Go get him. That pretty much sums up the Bengals season this year. That's unbelievable. Oh, Jeremy's frozen. Okay, never mind. Jeremy's having problems with his internet today. Anyway, so let's get to some comment. I got another video. Anyway, today we could also do the live call-in show, live video chat. Jeremy, there you are. You back?
Hopefully.
All right. So anyway, I said this. All right, I put this at the top of the page, top of the show here. The title of the show: Fire Zac Tayler. And I know you've been saying it. Yeah, whoa, I'm there, dude. I'm there. I know you've been saying it all year. Lots of other people have been saying it all year. But it's ridiculous, man. That what they did yesterday was unbelievable. I just no second half adjustments. I mean, you got Seraphilia who they signed as a free agent to start. He's finally healthy. He's ready to go. And they start Jonah Williams or Michael Jordan. What? That doesn't make any sense. And now Jonah's hurt. He's like, man, I actually, Dallas is on here right now. He's the one that sent me the video. I'm going to bring Dallas in here.
What's up?
What's going on, Dallas?
What's up?
What's up, man? Thanks for sending that video. I was trying to find that one all day today. And what is Bobby Hart doing, dude?
Dude, I have no idea. He literally just goes, here you go.
Yeah.
Go on by.
I think he forgot he was a right tackle instead of left tackle. He stepped the wrong way.
That's all game.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what happened. It happened all game.
Yeah.
You're exactly right.
Yeah, Jerry.
And you know, we can get tick-tacky and talk about, Hopkins and how he didn't have his best game as a center and this and that. But the fact of the matter is, Hopkins is a solid center. Bobby Hart just showed who he is and who we all know he. Is there anybody with you, Dallas, you're part of the panel now, bro. I mean, is there anybody that disagrees with me that Bobby Hart needs to be like sitting on somebody else's bench, not even ours? I don't even like him keeping ours warm.
Yeah,
I mean, it just
oh gosh.
dumb with.
End of the season, he needs to be gone.
I think dude, to me, you guys are talking about Zach right now. Bobby Hart, I think Bobby Hart needs to be gone too.
Right.
But at this point, I think Zach, the whole coaching staff, everything, they got to go. I mean, you can't sell this to Bengals fans. They are. Yeah, Jeremy's all excited. They've been saying this all year. But okay, the worst coach in Bengals history, David Shula, in 2 years, 4-20, or he was 8-24. 8-24 in 2 years. They fired him, but he lasted another, I think, year or two. I think he was at least there for 3 years, 4 years. I can't remember, but that's just the first 2 years. Zach, 4-23-1. And you got 4 games left. I'm like, and they're doing that
against easy teams.
Yeah, and what's winning anymore?
What's that, Dallas?
What's the odds of us winning any more games?
Zero. I don't think we're winning the game.
Yeah, the Cowboys. I mean, maybe.
You know what, Dallas? I was telling Jeff this earlier. You know, you could watch the game Sunday, and you could watch a lot of Bengal games, and you could see the talent that we have. You can see that we are or could be a better team than a lot of the teams that we played.
Yep.
But the fact of the matter is, just like the Dolphins, they've had 7 games within 3 to 6 points or 3 to 7 points that they've won. Exactly. We've had all that and we've lost.
Yeah.
Then we come out and we throw a 2-yard pass to Boyd and he takes it to the house. And so you're thinking
we're going to win then.
Yeah. I mean, I thought, hey, we're, it showed our talent.
Yeah.
But as a team, the coaching is not meshing with the players. To me,
yeah, and our defense was doing really good yesterday. I thought
first half we actually started getting pressure on Tua. I don't know what the hell. Well, I'll put it to you this way. This is what struck me, and this is kind of what made me change. Okay, 2 times the 2 biggest things I had a problem with Marvin Lewis. Carson Palmer got hurt. Second half they lost it. The team was never the same. Both the games against the Steelers, and then you had the last playoff loss. We hit Brown in the head. We get the fumble. We lose our minds. We never recovered from that. Yesterday, Boyd gets ejected and gets a 15-yard penalty, which he shouldn't. I don't think he should have got a 15-yard penalty. I think both of them should have got it if they're going to do anything. But anyway, that happens.
They gave us the 15-yard penalty and didn't cut it off.
That happens. Once that happened, it just poof. The whole game just blew up. And we were winning that game at that time. I mean, those are the things – good coaches, and look at Miami. Their coach, he had them in that second half. I don't know what in the world he did to them, but they were ready to play, and the Bengals were not at all.
Brian Flores lit a fire in that team, and they executed it.
Exactly. You're right, Dallas. That's exactly right. And I think was it the natural, the first caller we ever had?
He's actually in the waiting room right now. He's the next
one up. Okay.
So, yeah.
He actually talked about Flores, and it actually, it opened up my eyes, not during, not with a question or whatever talking about him, but the second half. I wanted to see this team come out. We only had 7 points off of one lucky play, really. But I want to see how they'd come out, what our second half adjustments would be compared to Flores. Who's been in the same situation as Zach, just about, not his own players, been through COVID, all this stuff. And this team came out and played like they wanted to go to the playoffs, and we played like we wanted to get the first pick. I mean, that.
Right. You cut out there, Dallas. I didn't hear you.
Yeah, go ahead, bud.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. We went out there, and exactly what happened. He was like, oh, we're gonna change out our linemen. We're gonna go out here and we're gonna tank. We want different linemen for the draft. We went the 1 and 2 pick.
Yep.
Exactly.
That's how we played, buddy. You're right.
All right, Dallas. Thanks for the call.
Hey, man.
Natural on the line.
Go Buckeyes!
All right, now I'm definitely getting rid of him now.
OH, baby.
All right, let's get to the natural. What's going on, natural? How you doing today?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good, man. Good. What's on your mind, brother?
I'm gonna be honest, man. Seeing what I saw yesterday, it was basically affirming what I already thought. The team looks like they don't care anymore. Everyone's playing for their careers. Like I've mentioned in the chat before, honestly, I don't know if they're playing for Taylor. I think they're just like, hey, man, I'm waiting for my next contract, and if that means I have to go all out, that's what I'm gonna do. And you look at AJ Green and his body language all season, man.
Yeah.
And
it's not been there.
Yeah. And I just think with AJ, I don't know if he's taken a step or it's just the fact that he's not really invested in the coaching staff.
He's not invested in anything. I don't think.
I think it's both.
Yeah. I mean, one thing I will say, the part of the ball that I think is fixed, and they are still balling out, is the secondary. Bates and Bell and Willie J3, those guys are still playing. They were making some plays. Sims, if we get who's
free agent rookie?
Yeah, well, Trey Wayne's in. He the one that's injured. You get him back next year, our secondary is going to be solid. We got to fix that defensive line, but that's it. But I just don't understand how you can have a second half like that when you were winning the game. Naturally they're winning the game, and you completely tell the difference of how Miami came out in the second half compared to how the Bengals came out in the second half. They were two different teams, two totally different teams.
Yep. And you know what? And natural, I don't know if you agree with this, but at the end of the day, it's the Dolphins. Okay, they've not had the best record since actually Marino left, and they're still the Dolphins. They've won a lot of very, very close games. So you're thinking, well, if the Bengals are going to pull one out here, we've already played the Giants, the Eagles. I mean, all we got on the NFC least is the Cowboys coming up.
Right. Probably lose them too.
Yeah. So you're thinking Dolphins. That could be a win. And you come out in the second half and to watch and when I hear my buddy Jeff now, okay, and we're talking on Sunday during the game because we're always trying to do different things for you guys and think of things to have fun and try to keep it light because we've got to stick with our team no matter what, no matter what.
Yeah.
But you just to see that and then to see Jeff say what he said just. It blew my mind completely. It really did. I
have to say the natural was a big reason. Once he brought up that point about what Flores is doing, what Zac's doing, and in my opinion, I think we have more talent than the Dolphins do.
We do.
So it was a lot to do with the natural saying that, and then watching the performance yesterday, I'm like, they can't roll into next year with 4 wins in 2 years. You can't do that.
No, you can't bring him back.
And like I said, natural for the first caller that we've ever had, that was a killer call, man. It was a great call. Your first call.
Yeah, I want to get your guys' thoughts on. I think we need an entire reset. Like I think Tobin also has to be shown the door because Zac Tayler was Tobin's guy. That's the guy he brought in. That's the guy he wanted. Mm-hmm. And if I'm being honest, this is a what have you done for me lately league. And in the last, maybe like the last 5 or so drafts, he's maybe had a few players. But you remember 2015, the Cedric Ogbuehi, Jake Fisher, those god-awful tackle picks that they made?
Yep.
I think he also has to be shown the door. And if the Bengals are going to be committed to winning, Mike Brown, his kids, they have to go out and hire a GM and a coach on the same page. And I know you guys don't like the idea of Harbaugh being brought in, but the thing about Harbaugh is he's proven he can win in the NFL at high levels. He's a guy who worked with Andrew Luck. He made Alex Smith relevant for a few years. Colin Kaepernick. What makes you think Joe Burrow's not going to come in and want to play for a coach like Harbaugh, who's going to get probably more out of Joe Burrow, and he's going to build a team around Joe Burrow because you already have pieces in Mixon, Boyd, Higgins, Burrow. Sample seems like a decent number 2 tight end. You have Jonah Williams on the defensive side. You have Lawson, WJ3, Jesse Bates. I mean, you got some talent on this team. It's just a matter of bringing in the right coaches who are going to be able to coach these guys to the level of talent that they have and get the most out of them, and build a culture where we're constantly winning. Doing the little things right is what this team needs to do, and they haven't been doing that. That's why we've lost so many of those close games.
Yeah, you guys have good points there. I agree with you on trying to reset and do the whole thing, but I don't know, because Duke Tobin technically still isn't the GM, by title. Mike Brown's still the GM. We all know Tobin's the GM, but still Mike has this final say so. And so I don't know. I agree with you. Naturally, I think we need an actual GM. We need a new coach. They all need to be on the same page, and all that stuff be like every other NFL team does it. Well, most of them do. I just don't know if the Bengals will do that, to be honest. I mean, because from what I've read about what Paul Brown instilled in Mike Brown is they are worried to death to lose their team. Like how Paul Brown lost the Browns. That's one of the biggest reasons Mike Brown had such a hard time giving up control, But I do agree with you that I think we should do that. I don't know if they will. Now, my thoughts on Harbaugh. I do think he's a good coach, but he's a guy, I think, in the NFL that can only be there for a short period of time, because he did have success in San Francisco. But did you see how fast they ran him out? Like the next year, 2 years later? I mean, they ran him out on a rail. They got rid of him quick.
That was going to be my point.
Yeah. So that's where I'm not. I think he's a good NFL coach out, but I don't know. He's been a good college coach. He did good in Stanford, and then Michigan, it just hasn't worked out at all for him. But that's my only issue with Harbaugh. I would rather. I mean, if I'm owning the Bengals, which I don't, I would love to, but if I don't, I would definitely hire a GM, and I would let that GM go hire a coach. Now, the guy I would like would be Eric Bieniemy. I think he's the hot new coach out there. And I know Dennis said here on the chat somewhere, they're all scrolling up, and I haven't had to, not trying to ignore you guys, just doing a lot of stuff here, that Dennis said that we should get a coach who's been an NFL coach before. That it depends on who, because look at Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy went to Dallas, and that hasn't worked out. And he had he's been an NFL coach and won a Super Bowl.
I think with McCarthy, it's been shown that Aaron Rodgers carried him, honestly.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, exactly. So
it's all about your talent.
Right. And that's where my defense for Zach has been all year. It's all about your talent, which we have talent. We just don't have talent in the right spots enough, but just that effort and everything they did, he's got to go. But it'd be interesting. I would be shocked if they hired a GM. I wouldn't be shocked if they fired Zach and hired a new coach, but I'd be shocked if they hired a new GM. What do you got, Jeremy?
I would just be shocked if they hired Jim Harbaugh, period. And it's not because I'm biased towards Jim Harbaugh, because I'm a Buckeye and he's at Michigan. I've watched the way that he's created Michigan in the way he wanted it to be. And I've seen the way that they've played throughout all of these years that he's been with them. And I've watched every game that we've ever played against them. And sometimes the guy just comes off as a little bit cuckoo to me.
A little bit.
And I just don't know if that's exactly what we would need in a coach. But, hey, Natural, you know what, buddy? That's a good opinion. It's a good thought. You never know. There's going to be a lot of coaching vacancies out there. So there's going to be which is going to mean there's going to be a lot of coaches coming around, going to different teams. You never know who we may end up with, but I don't think it's going to be Harbaugh.
Well, one
That's
here,
my opinion.
Short yard 17. What's up? I think you're new to the show. He says if we're hiring anybody, he wants to hire Dabo or Riley from Oklahoma.
Good luck taking those guys out of the college ranks.
Yeah, I don't see either one of them leaving. And the thing is, college coaches.
I love Dabo, but he ain't.
Yeah, I don't think college coaches, most of the time, they don't work in the NFL. I mean, there's been a few. I mean, the guy in Carolina, he seems to be working up, but for the most part, I mean, Saban, well, I hate him. I don't hate him. I just, won to lose, but he's a terrible NFL coach, and he's one of the best college coaches there is right now. So I'm not big on college guys. I think, like I said, I keep banging the drum for Eric Bieniemy. I would love Mike Zimmer, but he's got fired from Minnesota. So Anyway, all right, Natural. I
one last
appreciate the
thing.
call. Yeah.
Oh, good. Good.
This is a real nice job in Cincinnati. Like, I changed my opinion. Like, who's gonna come here? And then I was like, no, you have Joe Burrow. Just that alone sets you apart from 7 other teams that are gonna need a coach. But
and the third pick of the draft. Yep. No problem, Natural. Thank you.
That's right, man. We got a draft coming up. We got free agency coming up. You're gonna be happy no matter what, well, Natural. I can promise you that. But
I agree with the Natural saying. That's one thing. I think if they do let Zac Tayler go, this could be one of the hottest jobs in the NFL to get. You got Joe Burrow, you got Boyd, you got Higgins, you got Mixon, you got the secondary, which you talk about. There are pieces. There's a lot of good pieces here. You fix the line, both sides of the line. We're good. And like people say, the Texans might be a better one. Well, Texans, yes, they have Watson, but they don't have a first round pick. They don't have a second round pick. They don't have anything, and they're so, over the salary cap. I don't know what they can do.
And they're not even above 500 yet. I don't believe so. They're not even a 500 team. So, I mean, I think I saw 4-6 and they won or something like maybe 5-6 now. Something I don't know, but the last time I watched them anyway, they were under 500. So
yeah. Gitlow said any coach you bring will need 2 years to rebuild. Not necessarily, because if you got that quarterback and you fix that offensive line and defense line in 1 year, you can fix it. I mean, look what happened when who's the coach of the Rams? They had Fisher in there forever. They had Goff as their quarterback, and then they brought in what's his name?
Sean
McVay. And in 2 years, he had him in the Super Bowl. First year, they were the greatest show on turf again. So not necessarily Gitlow. I mean, if you can fix the offensive and defense line and you get a good scheme, and the thing is, the problem with Zach, as he keeps saying, I believe in what we're doing. I believe, and he has to believe in what he's doing. He does. But the problem is you're not seeing it on the field. You're not seeing it get any better. And it's hard to keep saying the same thing. And the players going, we're doing it and we're still losing, So that's hard to keep saying that. We just got to do the little things. Got to do the little thing. What? How many times you got to have? Sometimes you got to, you're right. Do it. Why is it not happening?
Nope.
Why are we not making the plays? Why is Bobby Hart still there going the wrong way on a freaking pass blocking thing?
And the dumb flags, you can go from penalties to guys not knowing what the routes are. That all has to come to somebody, okay? And I'm not going to put everything on Taylor, but just by you talking this way lets me know now that you have seen that we are it's like at the end of the exorcism, when we know that demon's gone. He's had 2 years, he's dealt with some tough things, but like you said, 4 wins, 2 years, it's not going to be enough. We've all kind of said this throughout the year, but it's not enough, and we've got to get this city back excited again, because this city don't get excited soon. I'm telling you, 2026 sounds forever away, but
quick.
2000 seemed like forever as when I was growing up, like waiting for it to everything to shut down and it's not.
Now, one thing I like to do is I like to give people hope, and I'm going to try to play this. I tried to play this last week and I completely screwed it up, but this is how quickly our offensive line can get fixed. And this is from Cowhead. Okay, I don't know if you guys could hear that or not. Could you hear it? It was choppy.
Mine went all black again, bro.
Mine went choppy, so I don't think you could hear it. Anyway, he just saying the good news is we're not that far away. We gotta get get Penel, Sewell, and get Wayne Garrett from Ohio State, and our offensive line's fixed if that happens. And you don't even have to look at it that way. You can get Sewell, and then you can sign an offensive line. You can sign a free agent. They're out there. It's long as Jonah Williams isn't like really hurt, because that's another guy has been in and out of the lineup for some reason. Huh?
They all said the audio was fine. They could hear it.
Oh, they could? Oh. I can't see any of those comments. Oh, you could hear it. All right. Oh, let me play it again. Well, since Jeremy had to jump off here. If you guys could hear it, I will play it again. One more sec. There you go. Yeah, okay. Get his commercial off there. But anyway, that's what Cowhead was saying about the Bengals and their draft and how close we actually are. Now, this is coming from Cowhead, who has been nothing but down on the Bengals for the most part. So it's just that's why we actually have, I think it's a very, I won't say lucrative, but a job people want in the NFL, you know? Yeah, I think it's a very gettable job, and people like to, would, I won't say clamor, but, we wouldn't have a hard time finding the right guy for the job. Right, Jeremy?
Can you catch me up real quick?
Yeah, I just played.
Just by the way, once you played that video, I went black, completely knocked me off.
Yeah. I just played the video for Cowhead and just talk like I was just talking about. So you're pretty much caught up to speed. What I was saying.
Yeah. Well,
we got Robert Fox here on the line.
Let's go, Robert. What's up, man?
What's up, Robert? How you doing, brother?
Hey, I've seen a lot of comments about people saying get rid of William Jackson. I think he's one of the best cornerbacks we've had in years.
No,
years.
Willie J3. Yeah, you keep him. Our secondary is set. We get Trey Waynes back next year. Our secondary set.
Exactly.
So you got to have a pass rush to be able to keep the cornerbacks from getting beat time.
Yes.
And Armadillo, he wasn't good as a defensive backs coach in New York. Why the heck did we bring him in as a D coordinator?
I don't know, dude. I don't know how often you've watched the show or not, but I've been banging on Armadillo for. If you call him Armadillo, then I know you've watched it before. That's what I was.
Yeah.
But I watch much all the time since I caught into it. When I joined Bengals Nation, I've seen it. I started watching. I've commented a few times. Normally,
we appreciate it, man.
On the ride home, I got my work. I'm driving the work truck with this on, just listening. Got the radio turned off, just listening to.
Yeah,
there you go. That's cool. I like that. I appreciate that. But Armadillo. I mean, just stay for some reason that Zach stays, which he could. But Armadillo has got to go. He's got to go. The offensive line coach has got to go. Look what Bobby Hart did. Look at the video I played. Did you see the video I played where he's going the wrong way?
The game. I'm like, every game. I'm like, why is he in there?
Right. I don't. I mean. It's mind-boggling to me. And like I said, they started Michael Jordan yesterday. Michael Jordan's the guy who gave up the rush that got Joe Burrow injured. You had Sir Ophelia, who you signed as a free agent to play guard. Why didn't you start him? I don't understand.
Hey, the offensive line coach. I mean, why didn't you leave him in Miami? He was fired for bullying in Miami. Why didn't you just leave him in Miami?
Exactly. And it wouldn't have mattered, to be honest, whether it was Bobby Hart or CFL. You got Ryan Finley throwing the ball or Allen. Allen might give you a little extra. It's still hard to watch, but as Cincinnati fans, we've got to. They're our team. But I can promise you one thing, Robert. Next year, things will be different, and it might be from the top clear down. It may be from 3/4 up down.
Wait a minute, GM? I'll be shocked if they get a GM. If that's what you're talking about. I'll be completely.
Oh no! I don't think we'll get the GM. I must have missed that part. I don't see Mike Brown getting a GM whatsoever.
You mean coach?
Yeah,
maybe
coaches. Yeah.
Maybe when his daughter takes over full time and Mike Brown completely steps away, they may hire a GM. But while Mike Brown's alive and kicking and in charge, there won't be a GM there.
Yeah, and like I said, I understand the reason, but he needs to let go. His father, Paul Brown, lost the Browns, and that's what Mike and Paul instilled in Mike. Don't give up control. You don't want to lose control of your team, and that's that's Paul Brown's biggest fear because it happened to him. So that's one of the reasons Mike Brown is the way he is.
True. And I'll tell you this too, Robert. If I have to deal with Mike Brown for another 6 years to make sure that the Cincinnati Bengals stay in Cincinnati, I'll gladly deal with Mike Brown if we can get another deal to where we keep our Bengals for another 25, 30 years.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But-
if we lose the Bengals, guys, we're not getting another NFL team.
No.
No.
This is it.
Yeah, I know they're not the Squealers. They're not the Ravens. They're not the Patriots. Hopefully someday they will. But I'd rather have them than not have one at all. You know?
Right.
So anyway, Robert, I appreciate the call. You got anything else, or you?
My thing is with him bringing in them coaches is it's somebody that wouldn't turn their back on him and throw him under the bus for stuff. That's why he went with Turner and Armadillo. And he just got coaches that will back him no matter what. They won't back on him.
Right.
So that.
Are you talking about Zach or
Yeah,
Mike?
he's talking about Zach.
Zac Tayler?
Zach,
Yeah.
as his because they wouldn't throw him under the bus. And
I feel this. I feel the same way. He brought in his own coaching staff, and he's listened to what they've said, and that's.
Well, I mean, he
after 2
listened
years,
to
this is where
Armadillo.
we're at.
He listened to Armadillo. He did exactly what Armadillo wanted to do. He got all the players Armadillo wanted to do, and he doesn't play play them right.
But yeah, then we don't play 3-4. We get 3-4 players, but
They
then
don't
we
play it.
still stick to the 4-3 base
Yeah.
defense.
you know, all my friends make fun of me because being a longtime Bengals fan, as you guys are,
It's
got
hard,
that
it's hard.
saying. There's always next year. And my
That's
buddies,
right.
that's all right, man. It'll be okay. There's always next year.
Yeah, the struggle
Make
is
you
real,
mad.
man. The struggle is real.
Hey, hang in there, brother. It's happened before. We've gotten to the Super Bowl. Burrow is the answer.
I ain't going nowhere. My heart's with the Bengals. It'll always be with the Bengals. I tell people all the time, man, I was a fan through the 90s. This don't change nothing. So
Yep, exactly. If you can make it through that decade, you can make it through any decade.
That's right.
I mean,
I keep a little friend behind me all the time. I want to show you my friend since you popped up, Robert.
Oh, I'm kind of scared now. What's he got?
I keep my little buddy here with me, and he stays around the show all the time.
Blake.
If you remember the 90s, okay, you remember this guy. So one thing different about him is he didn't have an offensive line. Burrow's going to have an offensive line, and Burrow's probably 5 to 10 times better quarterback than he is. So we've got nothing but up going in our future.
and that's what I tell all my friends. I'm like, we're going up, guys. Just we need next year we'll get everything we need, hopefully, and from there it's going to through the roof. We're
That's
taking
right.
over.
You can see the talent. You can see it. So, yep.
All right, Robert. Well, I appreciate the call.
Yeah, man.
And call anytime you want, brother. Thank you.
All right, guys.
Good day. And just like that, you guys get on the show. Okay, let's see here. The chat is blowing up. I know Dallas is saying something. I'm trying to pick it up in the middle here, but basically, Nacho, if we had a beast pass rusher that got pressure on the QB, we wouldn't get beat downfield. Yeah, exactly. I mean, just think if we did have a pass rusher, it would make our secondary that much better. I mean, our secondary is pretty freaking good right now. And we had a pass rusher.
He's on and off. He's not very good. He's a free
He doesn't
agent.
find the
College.
ball. He doesn't find the ball. That's what we were talking about that yesterday. That touchdown pass.
He's got a hard time, but he's a college free agent, so that should tell you something about our injuries.
Right.
But secondly, you talk about a pass rusher or a couple like Dunlap and Michael Johnson were for a few years. Then you're looking at the guy with somebody on him trying to throw that deep, perfect pass that's going to go right over the shoulder into the wide receiver's hands. Don't happen that way when you got somebody hanging on your run. But these guys are just standing out there flinging it up, and Sims has no idea what to do once the ball's in the air. I don't understand how we're still stuck with him and we have nobody else to try. Tony Brown, I guess.
He's
not, I know.
Like, it's getting bad. The thing is, I wish I had a report on Jonah to see how he was doing, but Zach basically said he'll have more tomorrow on it. And that's the thing that kills me about Jonah. When he's played, he's played really well. The problem is he can't stay healthy. And now is that a sign of things to come? Is that what it's going to be like? Because he missed all of his rookie year for an injury. He played, 8 games. They got, or 4 games. They got the stinger, and now he's got a knee. I don't understand, dude. We actually got an offensive lineman who looks like he's playing good and is going to be a good player for us, and he keeps getting injured. And we've had so many injuries. I've never seen this many injuries in my life on a team. Like we
were talking about earlier. We may have just went from having to draft a number 1 tackle to now our second pick, instead of getting a pass rusher, Wyatt Davis, a guard, another tackle, depending on how bad this is, because this will be the second, if it's major, it'll be the second major injury on Jonah Williams within 3 years. Mm-hmm. So
hopefully it's not good. Hopefully it's just he just tweaked it or something. Hopefully that's all it is. But hey, Crypt Keeper's got one for you. I'll talk about your boy Jeff Blake there. I'll let you read that one there, Jeremy.
Blake, if it wasn't for Blake, Paul Brown Stadium would not be built. Facts. Good for you, Jeremy Houday. That's right, Crypt Keeper.
That is
I believe that. I believe it 100%, man. I think if he had an offensive line, shoot. Yeah, Carl Pickens, Darnay Scott, Tony McGee. Well,
I hate it, but that's what we have now.
Well,
we got the quarterback. We got this. We got that. Our line sucks. Our defensive line sucks.
Our line back then, though, poor Blake. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Bruce Smith, when we played the Bills, I knew not to even watch because I was afraid Blake would end up going, to the hospital for the rest of his life.
Right.
Scared me to death.
Natural's got a good point again. When your good players are surrounded by bad players, injuries tend to happen. That's true. Good players are trying to do more than they should, or and that could be a good explanation. That's the best explanation I've heard, to be honest. Because I'm like, how are we getting so many and so many injuries? And it's the key guys, starters, stars. Like shoot, 2 are free agents. Our big free agents, DJ Reader, Trey Waynes, they're gone. Waynes didn't get on the field at all. It's like, man, it's just very, very, very annoying when that happens. And the thing is, I would get back to the Zach and the non-halftime adjustments. To start out, like first of all, let's just go from where to my opinion, this game went south. You had the silly ejection of Boyd and the Dolphin players and the 15-yard penalty on Boyd. One, I don't think it should have been 15 yards, especially should have been on Boyd. Neither one of them should have got thrown out. It wasn't, I've seen worse stuff. Miami's head coach walked halfway across the damn field yesterday and he didn't get thrown out. So once that happened, then you take a 40-something yard field goal, 37-yard field goal. You push it back to 52 yards. He misses it. They get the ball right back there, run down the field, kick a field goal. That's a 6-point swing. We went from 3 up to 3 down. Then they get the ball back, run down the field, and score again. It just, all the momentum, everything was gone. Gone. Horrible. And then we come in, and then we go back-to-back 3-and-outs. And it's like people say, well, Gio, we need to get Gio running the ball. Where? The offensive line can't make any freaking holes for them to run. They legitimately tried, I think, in the first half. You got some stats on that, Jeremy, or something?
Well, this is where I'm at on Zac Taylor and running, and then people talking Gio and all that. Okay, 5 games. Mixon has been out. He's carried the ball 43 times, which in 5 games, if your main running back is only carrying an average of 10 times a game, that means you're playing from behind an awful lot, or something is, or a play calling is ludicrous.
Yeah.
Secondly, he's got 182 yards total in those 5 games rushing. Now, I'm not talking about I love the screen passes. I think he's a good third down back. I think he's a solid blocker for his size. But I'm just being honest here. And this is Giovanni Bernard in 5 games, 43 carries, 182 yards. 43 carries, way too low. Zach, Taylor's fault. 182 yards, O-line coaching fault. But that's just the fact of the matter. Is
these are just the facts.
Yeah.
Just give me the facts. This is what it is.
I mean, I hope whoever was on that other group that said that they thought we should bench Mixon, I would love to talk to him now to
Right.
see what he thinks about benching Mixon and keeping Gio as our starting running back.
Just like Dallas said there. Now, Crown's got
Oh,
one here.
yeah, okay. I didn't see that, Dallas.
That's all you're talking about, so I put it up there.
Yeah, that's funny.
Crown's got a question here. What was Michael Thomas doing yesterday? I don't know. Now, this was Zac Taylor's explanation. Zac said Thomas's first hit was completely legit. The second hit, he got there just a little bit too early, trying to make a play. Now, I'll give it to Michael Thomas. He beat the guy down the field twice, beat him like a freaking drum. And
that's what
Michael
you want.
Thomas, yeah, Michael Thomas should be on special teams all the time because of that play. The thing is, you got to watch the ball and then you look up, look up. You can't hit him till the ball gets there, So, that's where I'm just like, I don't understand how he, can defend that play, and Zac's defending his players. I understand, but dude, you got to be able to know you can't hit. You got to know you can't hit the guy without the ball,
And look, this ain't the Michael Thomas from Ohio State. This ain't the big great Saints player. This is our Michael Thomas that came from 4 or 5 different teams. So he's playing as hard as he can, just to maybe try to get a contract. I can understand that. And I love the effort. I love to see him run down the field, beating it, and getting down there and knocking them guys out. The first one, I thought, hey, the guy, he didn't call for a fair catch. He caught the ball, and he got nailed. So I wasn't that mad at the first one. The second one, that's inexcusable. You've got to – I know you're running fast, but you got to slow down a little bit in front of the guy. Don't run past him, but slow down a little bit in front of him, just enough to let him catch that ball, and then just go ahead and tackle him. You don't have to try to time it perfectly. But I love the effort.
Yes,
I did like that.
It was great. Oh, it was awesome. It was perfect. I like if he's going to do that every time, he should be on the special teams every game, every time. He should be out there.
He's just got to be.
It's
just common sense, easy stuff.
There you go. Nathan's got a question here. Let's see here. Do you guys believe we got to attract the top coaching talent now that we have Burrow? Yes, I do. As long as that's what I was saying earlier when the Natural was on with us. That I really do think this is a very attractive job. We'll probably most likely going to get the number 3 pick overall. We can get Pino Sewell. I'll get his name right one of these days. And if it works, the draft works out right, we can get Wyatt Davis in the second round. If that works, I know it's a long shot, but if that works out, there's still other guys you can draft because there's a left tackle or a tackle out of Oklahoma, I think, that is projected as a guard. That's another guy we can get. So there's guys we can get to fix this, Yeah. So, and having Joe Burrow, having the number 3 pick, having all this momentum, and having all the talent that they have, all they got to fix is the offensive defensive line and a draft, free agency. I think they can fix it pretty quickly.
I do too. I hope we stay
Mikey,
at
what's
3.
up, buddy?
Hey, what's
Hey,
up,
Mike.
guys?
What's going on, dude? Good to see you.
It's been a long day, but not too bad right now. I haven't heard nothing, so.
Well, you've been our thoughts and prayers, man. We were just about ready to let everybody kind of know where you were and what's up. So I guess you can.
The show.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I was about to do my little spill, but you're here now, so it's good.
Yeah. Appreciate it, guys.
Yep, no problem. All right, let's see here. Nathan. Dallas Eldridge, I really hope Taylor and his staff are gone next year. 4-23-1 is unacceptable. That's where I am. I just can't. It's gonna be really hard.
To the dark side.
Yeah, it's hard to sell that. It's hard to get him to come back. All right, Crypt. If we are going to have the smallest scouting department in the league? Can we have someone who can see talent?
Well, we've
got talent. We just don't have talent. I mean, in the right spot. I mean, the offensive line. That's the biggest thing. The defensive line.
Yeah.
You know, we've got talent lots of places on this team.
I mean, think about it. Reader, Daniels, Gino, none of them's been together at any point. So there's the middle. So literally, you're just looking at pass rushers, and you know, once we figure out the line. But I don't know. Well, it's up to them. But Mike, I mean, how do you feel about it, man?
I agree, Jeremy. That I don't think it's the scouting department. You know, we got the talent. We just, and I watched most of the show, so I think, you know, give Zach one more year and bring in some new coaches. You know, like the offensive line and defense. You know, so
can I ask you? Can I butt in real quick? Can I butt in real quick? All right, Jeff has finally, Jeff has come back to his senses. Now,
we got 2 words for you. Oh, sorry. Getting the X. Got me a little excited. Sorry.
Let me ask you a question, Mike.
What's up?
Mike, our buddy here, Jeff, has finally come over to my dark side to say that he thinks that Zac Tayler, after watching this Dolphins game, did not make the adjustments that a NFL coach should, and that it's kind of shown him throughout the year, now that he's thought about it, that there's been a few times, and he is saying that it may be time for the Zac Tayler experiment to be over. What do you say, my friend? I'm in the middle. I've already threw it out there. Jeff just jumped. Are you going to jump?
I would say at least try to get a couple other coaches. You know, bring, like you said, defensive coach and get an offensive lineman. Keep Zac Tayler for another year. If it doesn't work out with another coach or, you know, with the other coaches under Zac Tayler, then clean house. It has to be done.
He wants to do
you're with Zac Tayler through next year.
At least next year, yeah.
So it's 2 against 1 now. Okay, I'm going to have to work on Mike. I'm going to have to work on him a little more.
Well, one thing I want to let everybody know, been on for a little while now. If you guys see at the bottom, scrolling at the bottom of the screen, there's a link to the top of the chat on YouTube that you guys can join the show via video chat, and we can talk right there. Now, Lorenzen, he said, I never thought, or he was never a good candidate for the job. Now, that's interesting because he was a pretty, you're talking about Zach, he was a pretty hot candidate, actually, when he was being hired by the Bengals. There were multiple teams that wanted him. So that's not necessarily true because he was on the Rams, who just went to the Super Bowl, and they were the second version of the greatest show on turf, and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I was going to say, he was
he was pretty highly sought after. Kind of like Eric Bieniemy is now. you know?
Yeah,
that's my what scares me. I want Bieniemy, but everything I'm saying about Bieniemy, I was saying about Zach before, and it hasn't, you know.
But Bieniemy doesn't scare me as much as that. I think Bieniemy, I can see a team get behind him. I can see a team where he's got talent like he does right now in Kansas City. He may not have that much talent ever anywhere else right now, what they have. But something close to that, I could see Eric Bieniemy, ex-Bengal, come in here and just coach his ass off. He knows
how it works in here. If he's an ex-Bengal, he's there for a while too. So he knows how this team runs. So he wouldn't tell. So it depends on how his experience was as a Bengal. Did he still like it? Does he have a good relationship with Mike Brown still? Does he want to go through this? Does
he want more power? Is Mike Brown going to allow more power to him?
I just don't think when we were mentioning about the offensive line way early in the year, how what's the offensive line's coach's name? Turner.
Jim Turner.
Yeah, I don't think he was really honest with Zac Tayler either when he said, "Well, we don't have to worry about the offensive linemen," you know. And I don't know why Zach even believed that, but
like I said before, if they don't fire Zach, they got to get rid of somebody. Armadillo's got to go, and Turner's got to go. Those two have got to go. You cannot keep this same staff next year, no matter what. You can't.
Right.
There's no reason. I mean, 4 wins in 2 years. You got to change something. You can't keep going through this again. I mean, it's you got to give the players, you got to give us fans, you got to give us something that says, okay, we're trying, and they did try. They tried in the offseason, and that's what kills me. But it drives me nuts about the season because all this momentum, everything they had in the offseason, we had Joe Burrow coming, we had all these free agents we signed. You know, I didn't really think we were going to make the playoffs, but I thought 8-8. You know, we did good, and it's all just went right down the toilet. It's terrible, and it's the worst thing that could have happened for the Bengals moving forward. That's why I think it's really, I've changed my mind. It's really hard to keep Zach here because we had all this momentum, all this stuff going in the Bengals direction, and none of it's worked. None of it. Nothing's worked. Joe Burrow got hurt. Our defense is terrible. Our offensive line is terrible. Nothing's worked. You know? That's where I'm like, he's got to go. You can't keep him.
Right. And I totally agree with you, Jeff. I mean, but anymore in the NFL, you know, it's very, very, very tough to find a head coach because, you know, everybody wants to bring Eric Bieniemy here, and that's fine. But, you know, like I was telling Jeremy a couple weeks ago, you know, there's 3 things that has to happen. You know, the pay has to be right. He has to get the job. And what was the third one, Jeremy?
He has to want to be here.
He has to want to be here. So those 3 things have to be perfect. If it's not perfect, if one slips up, then there ain't much you can really do. But just to pray that he wants to be here. So, you know.
All right, I should get some of these questions here to start to pile up on me. Big E, let's not be so hard on Zach considering all the injuries. I respectfully agree with Mike. If by week 7 or 8 we are 1-7, 2-6, then I say Zach needs to go. You mean next year? Yeah,
that would be another wasted year, though, man.
Yeah,
you know,
If we want to wait, like you're talking about, like wait 1-7. I don't want to wait, especially if Joe comes back at the beginning of the year and ready to go. I don't want to waste another year. Joe, look, that's the other thing people got to realize. Joe is under a rookie contract. You've only got what 5 years, 3 years. 5 years.
4 years with a 5th-year option.
Yeah, that's all you got until you have to pay him, and they're going to have to pay Joe Burrow. So once you do that, you know, all these other weapons we got, we're not going to. You're going to have to do something different, and I don't completely trust the Bengals to be able to do it right. I hope they can, but that's why I'm like the window is so short. We don't have time to go 1-7, 2-6. You know. We just don't. It needs to happen now. The time for waiting. It should have happened. That's why this year was so important. This year needed to be that jumping off point. Okay, we're going in the right direction. This is going to work out. You know, and it's not. Right. So anyway, all right. Crown's got a question about the Reds.
But you can see it coming. I mean,
you can see it coming. I just don't think it's going to happen with this coaching staff.
I don't either.
Char, what do you think about the Reds' moves today? I don't like it. I mean, Iglesias, I don't know why they traded him. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of his. I know somebody said, I posted on Reds Country, and somebody said, that's so Bell can mix and match and not have a closer and have a closer by committee. I don't like Bell's decision-making as it is. He's another guy I think should be fired. I think unless they're trying to save money to go get a shortstop, but from everything I'm reading, they're not going to spend money. So I don't like it, but we'll see. Let's see here. Who we got up here next? Bengals 1. Bengals report 18. Renell Warren.
Yeah.
Still out there. Yep. Been hurt the whole game. Yeah. That's
another one.
Uh-huh.
supposed to be a pass rusher, you know?
Yep. Zach hasn't shown anything to even get another season. That's where I'm at. I'm with you, Dallas. Dallas. I mean, the natural. I just think it's been yesterday. Just like I said, it's between yesterday and what the natural said on Friday's show. You know, because they came in at the same time and are getting two totally different coaching style in the seasons. They're at least in the playoffs. They got a shot. All right, Joe. Yep, totally agree, Jeff. I thought we would be at least 8-8 this year. We actually did good in the draft and the offseason, but here he was again with 2 wins. Yeah, and that's I know. Like if he was winning before, the thing is, there were so many winnable games before Joe got hurt. So many, almost every game except the Ratbirds and Steelers. We should have won. We could have won. You know, but they just don't make the play. They just don't do it at the end. Why? Why is it the same thing all the time? Why is it we just got to make plays? That sounds like Marvin Lewis. You just got to do your job. You just got to do your job. Do something to make the damn play. Do something to win, you know? You can't keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, expect different results. That's called insanity.
That's
you know?
right. And that's why and that's why your coach can't get up there on the podium every Sunday and talk about how great everybody played and, you know, how we got to work on a few things here or there.
I agree with them. I think they gave good effort. I think they like Zach. I really do. But
what I'm getting at is obviously
we're not getting the results.
Yeah, there's something that's not. They can love him to death. I mean, I love my grandma to death, but you know, I wouldn't want her coaching my Bengals. You know, I'm just saying. You know.
All right, Biggie's got something here. Bring it up.
Y'all go to the top of the comment section and y'all can talk to us live.
Yeah, you can talk to us live and do the video chat. That way, every time you guys scroll and ask me 25 different questions, if you get on the video chat, you can ask all the questions at one time. And if I miss one, you know, it's a lot easier to do the video chat. So just scroll to the top of the page, the video chat link is there, and you can get on. All right, Biggie.
Very simple.
If they do it right in the draft and free agency and stay fairly healthy next season, we won't go 1-7 or 2-6, but I see y'all's side of it too. Look, beginning of the year, man, we weren't that injured, and we still were losing these games. So
they were close.
They were close. That's my point. You know, and Mike said it before. He thinks if we fixed the offensive line, we would have won a lot more games. There's games we should have won with this crappy offensive line we have. So that's where I'm like, yeah, we need to fix the offensive line, but that's not the reason we lost. The reason we lost is because we weren't good enough. We didn't make the right plays, didn't do what we were supposed to do, whatever, you know. So teams like, okay, Russell Wilson has had a terrible offensive line almost his entire career, and he's went to a Super Bowl. So you can win with crappy offensive lines, but you got to make the plays. You got to get the guys in the right position. You got to, you know, you can't drop the ball when it's thrown right at you. You know, the offensive line has got to figure out how to open up holes for the running backs to run through. It's got to happen, you know?
Yep. And it's just so inconsistent that it just comes back to coaching for me. I don't know how you guys feel about it, Mike, how you feel, but the inconsistency, it's got, other than coaching, I don't know what else it could be. I really don't. I mean, I don't know what you think, brother, but.
Well, like I said, you know, and I think you and Jeff said it on the last show that they do need some pass rushers. They do need an offensive line. And like I said, I'm not saying that Zach should be around the next 2 years or however long, but if they bring the right coaches in, as far as the offensive line and the defense, at least give Zach another year to see what they can do under a new coach. That's all I would give him is next year. I'm not saying go 2 years or 3 years because, like you said, that I think the thing is up in 2026. So,
well, it's not even that. Joe Burrow's contract. That's the bigger time clock that's ticking. You got to win. That's what all these teams do. That's what the Seahawks did with I just forgot his name, Russell Wilson. That's what Kansas City did with Mahomes. They won early, you know, and then they paid him.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
But that's what you have to do. And Chris, you say you got to join create a channel. I don't know, dude. I'm not sure. My wife is trying to figure that out for you.
Yeah, you should. Everybody else just clicked on the link and
I thought you could just click on the link and do it. I don't know why it's telling you to create a channel. I have no idea.
Yeah,
I wish I
it's
had
all
better
free.
news.
Yeah,
Right. Now,
should be simple.
If you create a channel, I mean, it doesn't mean you have to do anything on the channel. You just got to put your name in or something, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Biggie, Armadillo and Turner must go. Yes, those guys have got to go for sure.
Those are musts.
Those are musts. Christopher's got
Yes.
coming here. There were some missed opportunities on defense. It's something we're going to have to evaluate this week. The offense played spectacular. Really? But we have to get rid of the ball quicker. In my Zac Tayler voice, drop mic. I guess you're just pretending to be Zac Tayler.
I was about to say, what, bro? I know you, Christopher, and I know you're smarter than this, bro. I know you are because you've been on here before, man.
I got you now. I'm like,
all right. Okay. That's a good one. That was a good one. You got us.
Yeah, they were 0-2 back to back 3 and outs to start the freaking game. And the Bengals offensive line gave up seven sacks yesterday. 7.
Well, and I got a few stats just in case people care. I know a lot of you don't, but I mean, Allen, 11 of 19, 153 yards. I mean, he threw 19 times. Giovanni. So we threw 19 times. So that would make you think Bernard would have probably gotten about 25 carries, something in that area when you only throw 19 times.
All right.
He ran it 12 times. And he got a total of 30 yards. P. Ryan ran it 3 times for 7 yards. So we ran a total of 15 rushes in the game.
Mm-hmm.
That's coaching.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the players. I'm sorry, and I don't want to make anybody mad. And you guys know y'all are my.
I'm so mad at you, Jeremy. You're picking me up.
Give it to me because y'all know we're gonna be boys after this show,
right,
and after the next one, and after the next one. But these stats can't be lied with. I mean, there is a coach that makes these decisions. They're all right here on this pad. And it's just, you look at it and it's, my God. I mean, no D-line rush, pretty much whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
Bates, Bell, WJ3 were the best players in the game, in my opinion.
Yeah, all games. My opinion, he could be a Pro Bowl cornerback this year. I don't know if he's going to get it, but he's played good enough to get consideration for it. Definitely Bates, for sure. For sure.
Yep.
And then
you had Wayne
brightest spots
next
on the
year
team this year.
Yeah. You get rid of Sims and add Waynes.
Yeah.
And then
if you get a pass rush, dude.
Draft, free agency. Yeah. It's that simple. We're not that far. It's all right here on paper.
We're not that far. Simple. I just don't know if Zach's the guy to get us there. And if he is, he is. Like I've said before, I'm not going to be heartbroken if he's here. I'm not going to be heartbroken if he isn't here.
It's broken. You're screwing me up because I can't believe you're even saying this. So I'm like trying to bring it into myself here. Jeff's actually saying Zach could be fired and he'd be okay with it. So I'm trying to get it in my head, but
hey, get low,
been that way
up,
since
brother?
the beginning.
I'll try to bring it. We got Gitlow in. What's going on, man?
Gitlow.
We can put a face to the name. How you doing today?
What's up?
We can't. Your mic's muted.
I can't hear you, bro.
Hang on, let me try it. Maybe it's me. Nope, I can't. He's got his mic muted.
You may have your mic muted.
Your mic, unmute your mic. Yep, still muted.
Oh,
there we go.
There we go. Try it now, Gillo.
Testing.
Yes, sir. We hear you now. We hear you. What's up, brother?
Yeah, there we go.
All right. Hey, I'm good, man.
You turned your mic off again, Gillo. You got to turn it back on. We can't hear you.
It's a little choppy.
He's got his mic on mute again. We can't hear you, dude. Your mic's muted.
There he is. He's unmuted now.
All right.
All right, there you go.
There you go.
I'm trying.
There you go. Now we can hear
You
you.
got it.
Now. Okay, good. We good.
Yep, we're good. Go ahead. What do you got, man?
We're good. Ah,
Gillo, we can hear you, dude. We finally got before we could hear you. You got off.
it was a little choppy, but if you can find some, get up there. Everybody, get up there and jump on, man. Come talk to us. Get low. We want to hear from you, dude. Get some service.
Yeah.
I do got a real question though, real quick. If Bieniemy cannot come here, who's your next head coach?
That's a very good question. I have no idea. That's another reason why I'm scared to get rid of Zac, because I don't know. You know, I honestly, I don't know. I mean, if Zimmer gets fired, I say him, but I don't know.
There's going to be so much action.
Because I know the Lions were looking at him, but who is the next head coach is the question, though.
That's true. I think personally that there's going to be a ton of options out there. That's just me. I think a lot of coaches are going to let go that are 8-8 or have been around for a while, and Patricia's out there. But I do believe there will be somebody out there. We'll make sure there's somebody out there before we let go of Taylor for sure. Yeah. I think.
All right, Stefan says, and I agree with him. I think we should just sit Nixon for the rest of the year.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Definitely.
I don't think there's any reason to bring him back and risk injury. We've already had enough injuries.
Jump on, Stefan. Get on the link, man. Jump on with us, dude. Give us what you got.
Christopher, that's the O-line coaching. That's not creating holes in the gaps for Pennell and the defense. Yeah, it's coaching, dude. I think Turner has got to go for sure. Gitlow, sorry guy. Hey, Gitlow, we could have heard you, dude. The last part you were on, we could hear you. So jump back on.
You're good. Yeah, dude, jump back on.
jump back on and just keep your mic unmuted.
Turned on.
Yeah, turned on.
Yeah.
So we can. So
even if you're choppy, it's cool as long as we can hear you, man. It's all good.
There was something else I want, or somebody had a good one up here, and I can't find it now. There's so many. I got a lot of different comments, and I keep forgetting, or not forgetting, but hey, Christopher's got one for you, Mike. He says Jim Woods from Denver should be the next head coach. Who is Jim? I don't even know who, dude. Honestly, I don't even know who that is. So is he a defense coach, offensive coach? Chris, jump on if you can get. We've got a couple of different links on the chat, so hopefully there's one right below. Just put it up there. It's actually my personal one, so jump on that one, and you should be able to get on. Get on the show there if you're trying to. Let's see here. All right, Biggie. I blame Zac for the O-line. You draft guys like Burrow and don't focus on the line to protect him. I don't understand. Yeah, I mean, I loved the pick of T. Higgins, but I wanted them second round to get an offensive line, to be honest. But even if you don't do it, then you sign all these free agent defensive guys, you should have signed some more guys on the offensive line. I mean, that's
during free agency, right? When they were there.
What part of what you saw thought it was going to be a good, I'll get those back. All right, let's try to bring him on.
All right.
Hey, Destin, 1, 2.
Hey.
Got me?
Hey, get low there. What's up, buddy?
All right.
We can hear you.
Good. Nice to see y'all guys, man. Nice to be in the chat room with
nice
you.
to see you too. Welcome to the
like
show.
I said, it's my favorite.
Yeah, man.
It's my favorite podcast.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
One of the things I want to say, I know we talk about changing coaches, but I'm more with Mike here in giving Zac another year. We say we can change or we can fix it if that is what it takes. If you're going to fix the offense, we have Burrow back, then we should be able to move forward in a relatively good fashion. But if it's not going to be fixed by next year. If we look at it and these guys don't pan out.
Oh,
man.
We lost you, Get Low.
He's down in the Bahamas, so.
Oh, if you're in the Bahamas, then yeah.
He's the one from Bahamas. So I told you, Strawberry Ice is running wild, baby.
Yeah,
My wife's going, wow, Bahamas.
baby.
I'm like, I know.
We're all around the world, man.
Woo!
All around the world.
Everywhere.
All around the world.
Yeah.
Get Low. We're waiting on you, man. You
Man,
get that connection.
I didn't do it. We just lost you. I don't know what happened. And you kept coming in and out. So I couldn't. I know he wants to keep Zach from.
But yeah, we did hear that part. So
yeah, I think I do it. There is a point I can argue. I can argue that too. If you keep Zach and you fix the offensive line, you fix the defensive line, then you give him all the weapons, and then you can evaluate. And hopefully not enough any injuries. You could evaluate him better. But that's the way I used to say it. But I keep going to the natural. When he said what he said about Flores for Miami, same time, Bengals probably have more talent than Dallas does, or than Miami does, and he's getting more out of them than Zach is with the Bengals. Now, Miami doesn't have nearly as many injuries, but even at the beginning of the year when we didn't have injuries, we were still losing games that me and Jeremy talked about this. And Mike, we should have lost. We should have won more games than we did. We were in so many games. It was annoying. I think Miami would have won them. But obviously they did. Look at the record.
Well, I agree.
Go ahead, Mike.
I was just going to say I agree with Jeff. They like the Indianapolis game. We were up 21-0. They just didn't finish. It's just about It's just about pretty much finishing the game. If you don't finish, you deserve to lose. So you got to finish.
Well, that's true, and that's where it just kind of comes back to, you could almost see that the Bengals were the better team Sunday, and to see the way and to see the way we came out and played was just sickening. And I don't know what else to put that on other than coaching, because we say the same things every single week, but yet nothing has changed. No defensive philosophies have changed. Nothing really on offense other than losing Burrow and just trying to do what we can to get a score. I mean, we can't even score. We got one score. We've got one score in 2 games or touchdowns. I mean,
Crown's got a little shout out for us here. He said, I want to thank you, Jeff, Jeremy, and Mike for everything you guys do for us. You're quite welcome.
Hey, man.
It's
Appreciate
not a
that,
problem.
buddy.
Exactly. Do a little pound there. Or is it there?
That's
Pound.
right. Right.
All right.
It means a lot to us, dude.
Yeah, it does. We enjoy doing it. Jeff, Jeremy, Mike, would an indoor practice facility matter? It would help as far as getting more free agents and stuff. Would it help as far as playing? I don't think so. But I mean, it's something that most NFL teams, almost all of them, have that we don't. So, I think it's a factor, but it's not a factor in wins and losses. I don't know. What do you think, Jeremy?
I would say
your
no.
mind there, buddy.
Well, I would say no on wins and losses. But when it comes to free agency and our players playing in Ohio, we're not playing down here in Alabama. We're not playing in Florida. We're playing, in most of the time 30-degree days with a wind chill in the 20s, and it would be attractive to other players, and it would be good for our players. Definitely, I think.
In the snow and the cold when you don't have to, almost every place, But as far as winning games, I don't know if it would. Yeah, I don't know if that makes a factor in that. No. Like Stefan's got another good point here. He goes, we should have beat Indy, Philly, Chargers, Giants, and Cleveland. One of them. Yeah, those are all games we should have won. Should have won all of them. There's no reason, and that to me is, like I said, once I could really thought about it compared to what Flores is doing in Miami. I keep saying it, but that's what changed my mind. It's coaching. You got to have a coach to be able to put the guys in the right position, and you can't. We had 22 people. I don't even know if Mikey even saw this. Hold on, Mike. Have you seen the newest video of Bobby Hart? I got to show you. This is what Jim Turner and the Bengals coaching staff.
It's probably going to kick me off. So if it does, I'll just come back on.
If it does, jump back on. But check this out.
That they just had on the sideline, and they turned it that they just had on the sideline, and they turned it that they just had on the sideline, and they.
Where's he going? Like, that's coaching. That's our coaching staff. That's our offensive line coach. What are you doing?
I'll tell you that video that really makes you sick to your stomach, to be honest with you. I mean, Bobby Hart acts like he says, "Okay, go ahead and kill our quarterback." You know, it's open shot.
Hey, Christopher's on. Exactly.
So,
right. Not to interrupt you, but Christopher finally was able to get on the live stream here, so I want to bring him in.
Good deal.
Christopher, what's up, brother? How you doing? Welcome to the show,
brother.
How's it going?
Good, man. How you doing?
Good, buddy.
All right. What I was saying about Jim Woods is he's defensive coordinator for Denver. He was mentored by Mike Tomlin. And after what I seen him do to the Chiefs last night, I was really impressed.
Yeah, that would be that. Not just saying that would be a good anybody who's under Tomlin, which I get it's a squealer, but he's a good coach,
right?
Exactly.
Maybe he's a good guy to try and get. So yeah, that's another candidate. I'm just to the point where I think Zach is just he keeps saying the same stuff, and we're not seeing anything different. Like Jeremy posted on there about Zimmer, how he went after his players. You don't see that. You don't see. I mean, yeah, he yanks him out of the game and everything, but then he puts him right back in, and they do the same damn stupid thing. It's like,
yeah, I think Zac Tayler missed his calling as a politician.
There you go. You go. Christopher, I'm with you 100%. I've been trying to tell these guys now you've been watching the show long enough. You know how long I've been trying to tell them. You can see Jeff in the background there running his little jib.
I can't kick you off the show, okay? I am in control.
Hey, trust me, I'll always come back. But anyway, it's time for a little change in the guard. I believe myself personally too, but also as Cincinnati fans, I can't just say it enough. We've got to keep our heads up. We got to believe this team's going to build around Burrow, and we cannot lose our team in another 6 years, 5 years now. So
now, how would you think about
every week?
Yeah.
What would you think about using Jim Wood as a defensive coordinator and then work on trying to get an offensive line coach, then bring another head coach in?
Go ahead, Chris. I think that was for you, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you there because Anarumo, he's just not getting it done. So
no, Armadillo sucks.
Right, he's horrible.
The reason why I said Jim Woods is because he's defensive minded like Mike Tomlin is.
Mm-hmm,
right. Mike Tomlin's draft, he always drafts defensive players before he goes wide receiver or anything like that.
Right.
Yo.
Yeah, and right now we don't need wide receivers or skill players. We need offensive and defensive lines.
We need pass rushers.
We need some dogs.
Yeah.
Is what we need. We need some dogs.
Yeah.
Get on there and get after the quarterback.
Not kitty cats. Not kitty cats. We need dogs.
I'm probably going to catch flack for this one, but that's why I like Montez Burfict because he played with that passion and he was raw emotion all the time.
I love Burfict. He drove me nuts. If he would quit doing so much stupid crap, he would still be playing in the NFL. He'd damn near probably be a Hall of Fame linebacker. He was that good, but he would do so many dumb, and it wasn't off the field stuff. It was on the field, just doing illegal hits and just stupid crap. I'm like, but I agree that we need guys like that, but to do it, in the rules of the game. But that's what we need. We don't have that on our team right now.
Yeah. And Christopher, if we ever get a chance, buddy, I'll tell you my Montez Burfict story. I've got a good one from him. So if we ever get a shot to talk personally, I'll tell you my story about Burfict. I call him Burfict, whatever.
He's got that Alabama twang down there.
Burfict. But
instead of perfect.
He was my boy in college, and I always kept an eye on him, and nobody really did. And when he went through the draft, I kept telling everybody who was sitting around watching, we need this guy, watch where this guy goes. He's going to be good. We ended up with him. and he was good. It's a good story. But anyway.
There's no reason we can't improve.
We
got 171 million to spend.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
They were always under the salary cap. We got plenty of money to spend. Hopefully they spend it. They spent it last year. So
yep, draft picks, free agency next year. You're talking about literally some pass rushers. You're talking about some offensive linemen. And then from there, it's best available. I mean, this team is going to – you can see the talent against other teams already, but we're going to be pretty nasty next year if we can get Burrow back quick enough or somebody decent to hold it down for him until he can make it back.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys heard or not, but Burfict got arrested the other day for battery and a misdemeanor. So
I literally just posted what Dallas said.
Oh,
I just put that on
Dallas, yeah. I got his jersey still. I got his jersey right hanging over there, you know. So my boy.
All right, Chris, we got anything else, or?
I just want to ask y'all's opinion. What do you think's going on with AJ Green? When the camera focuses in on him, he looks dazed, like his head's somewhere else.
I think he's
like
done.
You see flashes of the old AJ, but then again, he's not there.
Yeah, especially since Burrow's out, I think he's done. I think he got a little bit of energy and stuff with Burrow, but with Burrow not being there, I think he's done. And he hasn't been the same. Actually, me and Jeremy were talking about this before in the pre-show fist fight, that I actually think he's going a lot like Chad Johnson did. Not the off the field stuff, but just on the field. You know, Chad went for like 7 years or 5 years, however long it was, where he was, Pro Bowler, great wide receiver. Then it just went whoop. And that's kind of what happened with AJ. Pro Bowlers, 1,000-yard receiving, but his has been injuries. This year he hasn't been injured. He just hasn't been a factor, really. There's only been 1 or 2 games where he's been a factor, and he can't get separation. He can't get open. He's dropping passes. So he's just not – I don't think he's here with the Bengals right now, you know?
No, he's not.
Yeah, I love AJ. I do. I love AJ.
I've got his jersey right in there, too.
I got his jersey too, but when I ordered it, it came in. There you go. It came in.
There you go.
Medium. This is
color rush,
just like my Burrow jersey here. I got.
There you go.
That's the first color rush I ever bought.
Yeah, this is the first one I've had. Yeah,
this is the first one I've had behind me here. So
I just think that
Burrow.
Yeah. There you go.
I just think AJ Green's a little bit frustrated. He won't show it, but like you said, Chris, he's probably dazed. He's irritated. But he knows he still has to go out and play until the end of the season, and he's just not getting it done. So,
yeah,
that's my point.
Yeah, at this point, I noticed about 4 or 5 times this last game, which was barely watchable after the second half, that they didn't even put him in 3/4 of the plays. I mean, and when you do that to AJ Green, there's something wrong. It's either injury or he's just lost quite a bit, or he just don't care. That's the only 3 things it can be, Chris. And God, I wish I knew what it was, because man, Burrow can throw that back.
Say a lot.
Go ahead.
I've heard him say he's having trouble adjusting to Zac Taylor's offense, the West Coast offense.
Yep.
And then in the news conference today, when Lapham asked Zac Taylor about thinking about letting somebody else do the play calling, he was like, "No, I'm good where we're at."
Yeah,
right.
No, yeah, I saw that too.
And
that's the thing. Zach doesn't want to make any changes. What he's doing isn't working.
No.
But let's not try anything else. Let's do the same thing that hasn't worked.
I mean, and even when Burrow was in there, and even when our offensive line would have a good game, Burrow is the best back shoulder passing quarterback I've ever seen, and I mean that. I'm not being a biased Bengal fan. But when you can't throw a back shoulder fade pass to AJ Green, and either he don't even really run toward it, or he don't.
Yep, we're losing. Yep, we're losing, Jeremy. It's that Alabama, that Alabama internet he has. So anyway, it'll just be the 3 of us.
Space.
Hey, I know Tony was jumping on. I was trying to get to you, buddy, but so jump back on. So he was in their video chat and was trying to get on here, and he he waited a while and jumped off. So I was gonna get him on, but
we appreciate it, Chris. Thanks for everything, man.
Hey, you're welcome. Anytime.
Yeah, thanks for joining the show, brother.
All right, you're welcome.
All right, who day?
Who?
Oh, cut him off. Sorry, my bad, Chris. But yeah, hopefully that. But yeah, Tony, if you want to jump back on, dude. I was trying to get to you. It just didn't happen. Okay, let's see. Let's get to some. Okay. Yep. Burst. There you go. Let's go with Dallas. AJ Green is frustrated because he has crappy QBs that can't throw him the ball at all. He's wide open a couple times yesterday. I'm sure that's one of the reasons he's, like I said, he's frustrated. He had Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow, I think he was, hyped up to play with him and everything. And now he's got these guys are worse than Andy Dalton trying to throw the ball.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
all right, Tony's on. All right, let's bring him on the show. Hey, nice cigarette, Tony. How you doing? Well, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
Hey, what's up?
Good. Welcome to the show, brother.
Joe, I agree with everything you said. Unfortunately, Jeremy's off here right now.
Yeah, hopefully Jeremy will jump on because I know you want to give him some crap.
Hey, Mike, man, I hope everything worked out for you today, buddy. Jeff, I always love you. But I wanted to seriously take this buzzball right here and chug it in front of Jeremy and say go Irish. But now he's off here, so it's not fun. So
well, hold on. He'll jump back on. Oh, here you go. He's back. Hold on. Here he is.
Jeremy.
There you go.
What's up, man? Sorry to bust out on Christopher like that. Didn't mean to do that.
It's cool, man. But I just need to see.
This is Tony, the Notre Dame fan.
Oh, it's Tony Kemper.
Yes, sir. Tony Kemper.
What's up?
Hey, good luck with Ohio State, buddy. But I'm chugging it for you.
Yeah, all right, go for it, man. I love it.
Woo! Take it down, baby. Take it down. That's how you do it.
Pound it down.
And I appreciate it, Tony, about the comment too about my dad. I really appreciate that.
No problem. Family was what matters, buddy. Family's what matters.
That's exactly
Tony, right. Thank you.
Dallas is gonna
take Dallas off right now if you don't mind.
Yeah, Dallas has got a comment for
you. My boy Dallas. Hey Tony, man,
I'll let you go. Let other people on here. Oh, go ahead, Jeremy. What you got?
I was just letting you know, man. It's good to put a face to the Tony Kemper. So I'm glad to have got to
that
see
face.
There's a lot of clicking. I can't hear nothing, man. You sound like a messed up transformer right now.
You can't hear me?
I can hear you now.
Hello?
You were clicking a lot. Go ahead. I hear you. Go ahead.
That's odd. I was just saying it's good to put a face to Tony. So I'm glad now that I got your face and we can go back and forth, have fun. I know who I'm talking to, man.
Even
I'm glad
I'll shave tomorrow and you have no idea who I am.
Exactly right. Well, I'm glad you called, man.
Hey, man, I wanted to get on just to do that for you guys, man. I love all you guys. You guys are fun, man. You make my night. It's awesome.
We love you, bro.
We appreciate it, man.
All right, we'll see you guys, man. I'll go back to the normal chat.
God bless you, brother.
See you, Tony. All right. And what? Oh, I took Jeremy. How did I take Jeremy off? There you go. Hey. I clicked on Tony. Maybe Jeremy wanted to leave again. I don't know.
It wasn't me.
Okay,
we got a long show here, boys, and my internet don't like me very much.
What? Yeah. Well, it's that Alabama one. Alabama internet doesn't like it. It's kind of like Gitlo's out in the Bahamas. His internet didn't like us either.
Yeah, no joke, man. Gitlo needed to call us and show us some pictures.
Please, all right, Jonah. Please bring in Joe Brady as OC, Eric Bieniemy's head coach, Mike Zimmer DC. Now we are fed up with this crap. Joe Brady probably is not. You're not going to get him because he's the OC for Carolina. Zim is still the head coach in Minnesota, so that's probably not going to happen. But I like where your head's at. But
I do too.
I say, Austin, Austin, I can't take it no more. Get ready. Get ready, everyone.
Are you coming at it?
Come on, Adam.
Come
on,
Let's
brother.
See you, bro.
Jump on, dude.
Put a face to it, man. Put a face to it.
Bring it, baby. Bring it. Oh, my goodness. So I haven't even talked about the crosstown shootout. It was very disappointing.
Oh, yeah.
Haven't even brought that up. It was not very much fun. But yesterday we will talk about that, or not yesterday. Tomorrow I'll talk about it a lot more because I will have Bearcat legend, the gunslinger, Lizelle Durden. I'll get it right. I almost said Dermar Johnson. Lizelle Durden will be on the show with me tomorrow. So you guys can check him out. I got a cool little video montage I'm going to put up for him, and it should be a good time. We talk about the Bearcats losing, which unfortunately we never beat Xavier anymore. Getting tired of it. It's like yesterday, I'm like, dude, this could be a good sports day for Cincinnati. We got the Bengals, we got the Bearcats. It's gonna be great. And they both freaking lost. Like, come on, man. Only in Cincinnati, we always lose. And they got Xavier fans. Hey, we did Xavier. We won. Don't care. You got Xavier. You don't have Cincinnati across your chest, baby. You gotta have Cincinnati across your chest. You're Xavier. Go over. You be Kentucky. Xavier's from. Anyway, let's see. Christopher says, "Oh, all right. Nope. Hold on.
Yeah, it's that's our dream scenario.
Yeah, exactly. Bobby Hart is done.
Yeah. Of the like New York too, not just a random city like New York.
Dallas. Zach is going to be our head coach, guys. That's going to be where we stand next year. DC would be possible change, but even that is questionable thing because the defense is doing better. Dude, if we make enough noise, they'll change them. If Mike Brown doesn't have tickets to sell, doesn't have people to buy them, he'll change. So I'm not exactly sure that Zach will or won't be fired, but something's got to happen. You got to change something. You cannot keep the same coaching staff. When you, I'll just keep this video just crashed. When you have this right here, as this is how you get coached. This is how the Bengals are coaching them. They're coaching them to do this. Let's go right to the quarterback. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's what you're coaching, guys. You can't bring them back, in my opinion.
And Dallas,
taking that point.
I was just going to say real quick, Dallas. You know you're my boy, but that one, we're a little crosshaired on. You know what I mean? I don't know about Taylor and the defensive coordinator coming back next year. Maybe Taylor, but
maybe. All right, Cursor, anyone noticed the O-line yesterday when the brawl was going on? Yes, they were consistent. The first time they were all sitting. Yep, none of them left the bench. They all sat
they
there.
all just and we're the ones that got in trouble.
Exactly. Like, what the hell? All right, Crypt. Hey, Jeremy, I have an autographed Woody Hayes picture in my man cave, but I have to say, go Bearcats, baby! Yeah.
Man, all I'm telling you is you've got a piece of treasure, so you keep a hold of it. But yeah, go Bearcats. That's cool. But you got some treasure right there, brother. That is Ohio history.
Christopher said,
but go Bearcats. Okay, yeah.
Go Bearcats. Yeah. You can contact them on Bengals.com. Yeah. Blow them up. Say, hey, fire Zach. This year, Tony and Dallas are going at it. What we got here? I hear you, brother, oh man, but you say OH, I say Irish.
Oh, God. That's a pretty good comeback.
Yeah. With Dallas, with the QBs we have, how do you adjust? They have horrible skill sets. Joe Burrow calls out blitz schemes, which helps them block. Yeah, and Joe Burrow, like I said, dude, Dallas, losing Joe Burrow, Joe Burrow was our team. Joe Burrow was our team. We lose him, it's really hard for anything that, them to do anything.
And just to mention one more thing about Burrow, when he does come back, it doesn't matter if it's Zac Tayler, if it's Eric Bieniemy, Mike Zimmer.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to build the offense to stay around what he's comfortable with.
Oh yeah,
and it's going to take him about 5 minutes to learn it. So
yeah.
Don't worry about him coming back.
It'll take him that long to figure out the offense.
No matter who it is.
The thing is, you get that, and I've said it before, you get that offensive line, you get that defense line, get those fit. If you just fix that and you keep everything else the same, I think we got a shot at making a playoff run. I didn't say to make the playoffs. We have a shot at making a run at the playoffs, which is what I wanted us to happen this year. Because first you got to try to make the playoff run and get into these tight games and hopefully win them to learn how to do it first. And you move up from there.
Exactly.
All right. Excuse me. Let's see here. The natural Zach didn't want anyone challenging him. That's why he didn't bring up a veteran backup. Yeah, I had no problem with them not bringing a veteran QB. There was no reason for them to have a veteran QB behind Joe Burrow. I thought, because if Joe got hurt, which unfortunately he did, the season's over. And I don't think Joe needed a quarterback to help him, get acclimated to the NFL. Joe, these guys, not just Joe, these guys coming into the NFL now, these high-rated QBs like Lawrence and Fields next year, these guys are so far above and so far ahead of what guys were 10 years ago, where they were maturity-wise, understanding film study and understanding what it takes to be a professional, so far ahead of what they were before that they don't necessarily need that big backup quarterback to help them acclimate.
I'm not going to say they needed one, but what I am going to say is what team goes in with a rookie quarterback with the offensive line that we have without a solid, productive backup quarterback? That's my only question. I don't know what you think, Mike, but that's the only thing I question about the coaching.
Yeah, I think that's where the coaching made the mistake. They knew who they were bringing in as a quarterback out of the draft. So why would you try to keep the same offensive line,
Right, exactly. Sorry, I was got a new Mike left.
Offensive line and some sort of I don't want a winning quarterback. I know we're not going to, but somebody that can keep us in the hunt. That's what I was looking for.
Right.
And it just never happened.
Now, see, this is a team picture of the Bengals offensive line yesterday. I got to throw this out there. See them all circled right there? They're all, hey, we're all one team, one together. Yeah, go get them, guys. Go get them.
Yeah.
What was here? You guys got beer? Where's the vendor at? Hey, popcorn.
Is there a keg back here? Because we got 1,200 pounds of fat sitting on this bench, and we need to plug our gullets full of Bud Light. I mean, what?
That was the funniest picture.
I know.
Okay, let's see here. Austin. Okay, Austin. Adam, you're back on. I thought you were gonna get on the show, man. Hold on. Let's see. Is that the first question? Because people jumped on here. Adam, I thought you were gonna jump on the show. The Bengals need a tough-minded coach who everyone respects and who already has a resume of winning. Okay, who would that be? I mean, for me, it would be Zim. Yeah, that's available.
Right. Yeah.
You can look at it this way. Mike McCarthy. He fits, well, maybe not defensive-minded coach, or maybe he's tough-minded. I don't know. Some people think he's a tough guy, but he had a winning resume, and he's went to Dallas, and he's done terrible. So, Tony says about, let's see here. No proof, but I think AJ has given up like Dunlap. I think he gave up once Joe got hurt. He just may not give up's the right word. He's just not motivated.
Yeah, I don't think he's been motivated all year. I mean, look at how many passes Bro put towards him to give him any sort of a chance to get the ball. And he's either not open, or he's just half-assing his routes, or he's dropping balls. And I don't know.
Chris has got a question for you.
Chris Bengals, you got money, Jeremy. Go buy Mike Brown out, please. I don't know who you've been talking to, man.
Baby.
I guess a lot of people don't understand when you come and subscribe to Sports with Strawberry Ice on YouTube, it's free.
We don't make any money.
Exactly. When that free button's there and you can watch us do all this stupid stuff and have fun for free.
Subscribers. So get me to 1,000 subscribers, and I can do more stuff here.
All we need. Less than 300 people.
Exactly. Adam, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
What's going on, brother?
Not much. How y'all doing?
Doing it, man.
Doing a podcast Bengals show. Just hanging out.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I already know it.
Yeah. So what you got, man?
Real.
What's up?
Man, it's just frustrating, you know. Every year it's always the same thing. It's tough being a Bengals fan. I stay in Florida and there's not a lot of people out here.
No.
I feel you.
I'm married to a Floridian. Trust me, she's got a Buccaneer stuff all up my face all the time.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And mine is from Alabama, and I live in Alabama, so I feel your pain, man.
Yeah, we like it's like every time when I, talk to people about it, it's like a laughing stock. They just laugh.
Oh yeah.
Just don't get there though.
Adam, all I gotta say, I've said this a couple times on the show. One of these days, squealers, ratbirds, one of these days, my Bengals are going to whoop your ass. I'm going to be right here talking about it. One of these days, it's going to happen, Adam. One of these days, Duddy. I don't know when.
Right.
Hoping sometime soon.
Yeah.
So.
I'm live, bro.
You live.
He's live, Dad. What's up?
Yeah, I got a brother. He a Steelers
who's your brother?
A Steelers fan.
Squealers fan. Oh, get out of here.
Squealers. Exactly. Look at that.
Get that out of here. What is that? A trash can?
It's a trash can.
Yeah, it's a trash can for a trash team. Yeah, that's right.
Hey man, hey, tell him I got one look just like it in my backyard. When I clean up after my Great Danes, I just throw it all right in there. No, but dude, glad you jumped on, man. And,
no problem,
bro. Keep keeping the faith, man. Because I'm telling you, I know we've said it before, but we're not that far, brother. We're not that far.
Even if Zach's still the coach, which I mean, I'm not totally convinced he's going to fire him. I think he should.
Yeah.
If they fix that, Adam, if they fix the offensive line to fix the defensive line, dude, our secondary is good. Our secondary is good. Our wide receivers are good. Our running backs are good. You fix the freaking line, both sides. We got a shot, dude. We're in this thing.
We do. It takes. I feel like it takes. We gotta have. I don't know, it's ownership or whatnot, but I don't know. I don't trust the ownership. I don't feel like they want to win. To me, I mean, I know we want to win.
Right.
We talk about us as fans, but of course the players want to win. But
yeah. I'll put it this way. In 2026, he wants a new stadium deal. He's got to win to get that. So Mike Brown is motivated to win for that reason.
And even though sometimes you may not agree with Mike Brown and the ownership, which I don't a lot, he does want to win. And he did spend money this year to try to win with Burrow, except the problem is we spent all the money on defense. Everybody got injured that we signed. And then our offensive line sucked, so we ended up without defensive players or offensive line.
Bobby Hart.
Yeah,
and we keep Bobby Hart. I have no idea.
Next year, they're gone. Don't forget that. We may not have Burrow in the beginning, but next year we will have pass rushers and we will have an offensive line, and we'll have Trey Waynes back, which is huge with DJ Reader. So. Never give up as a Bengal fan, bro.
No. It's frustrating, but I can't do it. I can't give up.
Can't give up because like I said,
right here.
The day we beat the Squealers, you can take that trash can and you can dump it over your brother's head.
Right. That's right.
There you go. All those times you beat us, all those times you did this and that.
Right. Right, I know it's coming. Our time's coming. I mean, Joe Burrow is the answer, I believe. We looked up and got him, so
yeah,
the future is bright for us. So
future's
I
bright.
believe that.
We'll get there. This season is just nothing has gone right this season at all. It's just it's a wrap. This season's a wrap, dude. It's injuries. We can't win. It's just nothing's gone right. It's been ridiculous.
But I thank y'all for letting me join the show. I love watching y'all.
Awesome. Appreciate you. Thanks for joining the show. Anytime, brother.
Anytime, man. Anytime.
Hey, there's your boy.
Yep.
Get the Steeler fan out of there.
Who
Y'all
day?
have
Who day,
Y'all
baby?
have a good one. Who day?
All right,
Hey,
brother. See you, man.
who
Thanks.
day?
See
Okay, let's see here.
A Steeler fan and a Bengal fan in the same
In the
house.
same house.
Hey, we are with you, bro. We are with
I
you.
feel your pain, Adam. I feel your pain,
Yep.
dude.
We're with you, brother.
All right. Oh, Mark Scott. I don't remember this name before. I'll try to get you on here. When Paul Brown was coaching, he would build the O-line and the D-line first. Then average players became good players. I am 53 and watched both Super Bowls plus a good QB. I agree with you, Mark. And Mike Brown does the exact opposite. He'll get all the skill players and everything and not get the offensive and defensive line. I don't know why he does that. I mean, that's basic football. I've said that before. You work from the inside out. And Mike Brown never does that. I mean, I don't say never. I think when Marvin got here, we actually did have a pretty good offensive line when Marvin got here. So that part was actually pretty good. I mean, but this when Zach got here, we didn't have crap.
Yeah. So. Problem is we had a average quarterback behind a good line.
Oh, and now we got great.
Now we have a horrible line with a great quarterback. So it's like, wait a second, what are we doing here, Cincinnati? Okay, what are we doing next? So we it's a tough pill to swallow, but it's going to get better. It's going to get better.
All right, Keith. It's kind of what I've been bringing. I said it's time to talk draft. First pick is easy, but what do you guys think about the second and third rounds? Well, I'm hoping like
Wyatt Davis.
That Wyatt Davis is there for Ohio State in the second round. I know it's a big if. Now, the other one for me would be, I wish I knew the guy's name, but I think he's for, I want to say Oklahoma or Houston, somewhere. He's a tackle, but he's projected to be a guard in the NFL. He's like the second best guard or whatever in the draft. One of those two could be there. Now, if neither one of them are there, then I think you go the best pass rusher in the second round. First round is you're picking Pino Sewell. You're taking him. That's the guy you're taking. If you're third overall, you're taking him. Then you got to go. I still say offensive line, and then if none of the offensive linemen that you want are there, you go with the best pass rusher, and you worry about getting the guard and free agency.
Yeah, I personally really like Micah Parsons, who's not playing this year, but he's out of Penn State, and he is a sack master. I mean, he's a bad boy, and so. If we did end up getting the one, we could always get up the one great lineman for the offense, one great rusher on the defense, and then kind of fill in the spots from there and go into free agency. What I don't know. We'll see. Hope Wyatt Davis is there, though.
That would be awesome. What is this on, Mark? What do you say? What pick will we get and who do you take? Well, right now, like I said, we should be the third. Right now, it ends right now. We're the third pick overall, and I would pick Sewell out of Oregon. He's a left tackle. They say he's the next Anthony Munoz. What better place for the next Anthony Munoz to be than Cincinnati?
Yeah.
So
that's what they say.
That's what they say, but we'll see. I mean, I think to me, you draft him, put him at left tackle, you move Joe to the right. Your tackles are fixed. You get if it works out and Wyatt Davis is your guard, our offensive line is fixed. You got Spain, the other guard, Hopkins. That's the other thing. We talk about this. Hopkins even got beat yesterday.
Yeah, he didn't play good.
I haven't seen him get beat like that.
No,
like ever. I mean,
not against the Steelers, not against the Ravens.
They drove him back to the quarterback, and one of the 8 sacks we gave up. I'm like, so yesterday was just an all around bad game.
I think he'd tell you that because we've got enough video on Hopkins to know this guy can play center behind Joe Burrow and be just fine, or in front of Joe Burrow and be just fine, So, I'm not worried about a bad game that didn't mean nothing.
I've said this before in other shows, and I totally agree with them. If we had the natural here, if we had Joe Burrow in 2015, we would have won a championship. Completely agree with you. Because Joe Burrow is a game changer. Andy Dalton Andy Dalton was a good quarterback, and I like Andy Dalton. I'm not trying to hate on him, but Joe Burrow is a game-changing player at the most important position in football, you know? So, yeah, I completely agree with you. That's the thing is people said blow out Duke Tobin, but Duke Tobin did build the 5 straight playoff team. So he's done it before. He knows how to do it. He just got to do it.
When we're talking about Burrow at 15, are we talking that would be his rookie year and he would have led us to the playoffs and won? Or are we talking maybe a Burrow that's got a year under his belt? Or
I think the way he played this year, if he played like that and he was his rookie year was 2015 behind the offensive line we had and those weapons we had, yeah.
You're feeling you would think Super Bowl?
I'm not saying we would have won, but we would have at least won a damn playoff game. I'll tell you that.
I'm just asking. I think
to say Super Bowl is kind of, I don't know, far-fetched. I have no idea. But we would have won a playoff game. Yeah,
right.
We would have won a playoff game.
Okay.
But if he was here if he was the quarterback for the 5-year run for the playoffs, there's a very good chance we would have won a Super Bowl in that 5-year run if Joe Burrow's our quarterback. I'll put it to you that way.
I would probably go with more than one myself.
Yeah. So that's where I'm like, losing Joe Burrow, or actually getting Joe Burrow is so big. That's why it's so frustrating that he's hurt and how much he means to this team and how much you protect him. You get the offensive line and defensive line. We got a shot to make the playoffs next year, even if we have Zac Tayler as a coach, which he may or may not be. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Chris Bagel, it would be funny as hell if Cleveland beat the Steelers out of the playoffs. That would be awesome. I don't see that happen because the Steelers are, 10-0, 11-0?
Yeah, they would get a wild card either way, I'm guessing.
Right, yeah, exactly. So
I can't stand Cleveland.
Dude, we've been on almost 2 hours. I think
it's time for we got lives, man.
Yeah, this is the longest show ever. But I appreciate you guys, and I'm glad you guys are all joining and jumping on. But I think I will get to the Facebook groups that we help run. You guys can jump and join us tomorrow. We'll be back at it. And this is one so good. I might do the video chat thing tomorrow. Well, actually, no, I'm not. Tomorrow's going to be Lizelle Durden, so I won't be doing it tomorrow. I'll be doing it.
Oh, yeah, you're doing your
Wednesday.
thing tomorrow.
Yeah, Lizelle Durden's tomorrow. So
maybe
Wednesday. Wednesday we'll do the video chat again. But anyway, invite you guys to join the Facebook groups that we help run there. Bengals Nation, Bearcats Country, Reds Country, and Cyclones Country. Also invite you to follow me on all my social media platforms. They're all under Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you missed the show live, I'll be putting on the podcast later on tonight. If you want to listen to a 2-hour podcast, go for it. It'll be on there. And do me a favor, give me a 5-star review, rate, review. I'm on BeanPod, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, pretty much wherever you get your podcasts. YouTubers, we're doing awesome. Before I got on the show, I was at 713. That's great. Trying to roll on. Trying to get to 1,000. I'll be honest. I want to get 1,000 subscribers. I think start putting commercials on here, which all you guys got to do is watch this for 5 seconds and you click it off and you get to the show. It's not a big deal, but it just helps me out and helps us out. And, we can maybe do more stuff. So other than that, Jeremy Dean, would you like to do the honors? Let us roll on out of here, sir.
Yes, I will, man. And as I said, what was it? Friday. I think this is just a total game changer. I think you guys are going to have a ton of fun with this. Again, I want to let everybody know not to be afraid. Jump on, click on, just like Dallas has. And I can't even name the natural and who we just have on.
Tony jumped on. Adam jumped on.
Tony,
Christopher jumped on.
And I think it's just going to keep building. And we want to hear from you guys. We that's what we do this for. And this is something really awesome. And
we enjoy doing it. It's fun. And I enjoy the interaction.
Honestly.
It's not just Bengals. I mean, I like talking Bearcats. We talk Ohio State.
Yeah.
The Reds, when they get going, we're talking about baseball. So it's an all Cincinnati podcast. Ohio sports. I don't really watch Cleveland very much, but the Cavaliers, I follow them. So
and don't forget to go to Sports with Strawberry Ice, the page on Facebook as well. You guys can comment there and do all your.
You can message me there. We can have a conversation.
Yeah, I mean, just whatever you guys want to do. But anyway, just want to thank y'all. Like he said, it's been growing, and we've got a ton of people on different platforms watching. So anyway, as I always say, and as I'll say again, always remember one thing, guys, and maybe next week we'll have a poem. I don't care. I don't care if we only have 3 wins. If we get that third win, we're getting a third poem. We're getting a poem.
Yes.
Okay.
What the poem? We want the poem.
We're getting a poem. I know you guys want a poem. We want the poem. But anyway,
we got it. Oh, sorry.
I forget where I'm at now. I got it.
The poem. The poem. You don't live in.
But anyway, as I always say, guys, never forget one thing, and that is you don't live in Cleveland, you live in Cincinnati. So let's act like it. Keep watching our show. Keep supporting us, guys. Tell your friends, family. Build us up. Let's do this. Let's fill the stadium next year. Who Day, and I love y'all.
Who Day, and that's just sports, baby. See ya.